Hi, I'm Nicole, and I'm the founder and Chief Courage Officer at Neon Shed. Welcome to my podcast, Under the Rug, where I talk about problems that are often swept under the rug at work. Nothing is off limits. If we don't bring light to these issues and talk about them, we'll never be able to make change or find solutions. Each month, I'll be chatting with other experts and professionals about the things we don't talk about at work. I'll also shine a light on some of the resources out there in Australia aimed at helping workers, managers, and employers reduce or eliminate these issues. There's some great stuff out there. There's also some big gaps. If there's something that's swept under the rug in your workplace that you want me to chat about, or someone you want me to talk to, get in touch and let me know. Now, throughout my career, I've caused friction and got myself into hot water by asking the questions that people don't want to hear or answer, by speaking up when I disagreed or maybe didn't understand the reason for a decision, or for calling out problems with behaviours or the culture. I want to expand on these issues and delve into the darkness to bring light and solutions to the dark sides of work. I may not make friends with some of the things I talk about, but I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make change. I'm tired of putting band-aids on problems or pretending that these issues don't exist. It's time to shed light on the causes and find real solutions that make actual change. Today, I want to share a little bit about me, how I got to where I am, why I started Neon Shed, and what the 7 dark sides of work are. I have almost 20 years experience in communications, with over a decade in the work health and safety and workers' comp industry. I've worked for both safety regulators in New South Wales, WorkCover back in the day, and the mining safety regulator, as well as the Workers' Comp Independent Review Office and the Workers' Comp insurer iCare when it was first created. I had some of the best times and created some amazing programs and initiatives that helped to make real change, to improve safety and support people who were injured at work, during sport, or on the road. I got to work with some of the best humans I've ever met, but I also had some of the worst times of my life. I witnessed and experienced bullying, sexual harassment, discrimination, and horrible bosses who were part of the problem or just allowed it to continue. I've been gaslighted and screamed at in meetings by senior executives. I've been publicly thrown under the bus by bosses and team members, and I've been treated like the tea lady while I was the director. In one organisation, the boss would grunt at people instead of saying good morning or hi. Actually, it was more than one organisation. But this guy, he loved to yell out in an open plan office about how shit someone's work was, mine included. And then he'd wait until just after 5 o'clock to pick a target and talk to them about the shit work and ask for changes. The added fun of this guy was that he often couldn't tell you why the work was shit, exactly what he wanted changed or how he wanted it changed. I think he just liked to yell. In 2017, though, I burnt out completely. I was working 12-hour days with no lunch breaks, working most weekends to keep up, and I had a boss that was a bully and a team member drilling holes in the boat while I rowed. I really loved what I did and why I was doing it, but after 12 months, my mind and body just said that's enough. My health was suffering. I was stressed, I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping, I was just broken. My confidence was shot. I was in a constant state of fight, flight, or freeze, and I was suffering from depression and anxiety. It took months and the help of professionals to begin to heal. But I'm grateful for all of it, because if I had an easy career or simply shut my mouth when values clashed, I wouldn't be here today. At the time, though, I wasn't able to stop any of it, and neither could HR or any of my bosses. And the tools and resources developed for these issues weren't particularly helpful either. So in 2019, I started Neon Shed. Neon Shed makes tough communications easy and brings light to the dark sides of work. I found there are 7 dark sides of work that can bring individuals, teams, organizations, and even industries down. They are bullying and harassment, discrimination, mental health stigma, office politics, poor leadership, profit before people, the community, or the environment, and the systems and structures that allow it all to occur. I've witnessed and experienced all of the dark sides of work in my career, and some at the hands of the agencies meant to regulate these issues. I've learned a lot through horrible experiences and my own failures. I am far from perfect. I've learned from great leaders, academics, passionate professionals, being in the industry for over a decade, and through trial and error. There was also pure frustration on my part, saying, stuff it, this can't be it. Things have to change. People need to know how to make change. We aren't shown how. If we have an issue at work, we get told to talk to the person if you can, review your workplace policy, talk to your manager, and report it to HR. Most of us have tried these things, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But the thing is, we aren't shown how to do any of these things. How do you talk to the perpetrator and ask them to stop? What do you say? How do you stop it from happening in your team if it's reported to you as a manager? What does reviewing the policy do? How does it stop anything? Now, you should have a policy. If not, that's a huge issue. But what do you do if management or HR do nothing? I help employees take back their power and their right to a safe workplace and stop bullying and sexual harassment. I provide the strategies, tools, and training for employers, leaders, and workers to prevent, manage, and eliminate these issues. I provide the how. Because my vision is for a world where people know their rights, they have the courage to demand a safe workplace, and they're empowered to speak up when they see the dark sides of work. A world where leaders and employers know how to prevent and manage these issues and repair the harm where they can. Join me by listening into the podcast, following Neon Shed on socials, or jump on my website and tell me what you want to hear.